Major League Fishing Cups are back and available on MyOutdoorTV.
Here we go.
Start your free trial on MOTV.com to enjoy new episodes of Major League Fishing Cups now. Use promo code YT30.
When you get to the ramp and you hear that target weight, you're like, is it gonna go fast or is it gonna be one of those grinders?
It's a different animal.
There's a sense of urgency.
Pick a place where you think there's enough fish living to catch that weight.
You get on some fish, you can go out really quick.
Just when you think you've got it, you don't got it.
When you're competing against these anglers and you leave the door open, they're gonna close it.
You keep pushing all the way to the finish line. Please stay on, it's a big one. Get in here.
Better be a pound after that.
Getting closer.
They're getting bigger.
Maybe.
We'll take the pound. It's gonna be a good old shootout, boys.
General Tire's Major League Fishing. It's the Academy Sports and Outdoors Heritage Cup from Waco, Texas, presented by Magellan Outdoors.
The whole key this morning will be if we zig or zag in the right direction.
The target weight's 14 pounds, so it could happen quick. You know, we're in Texas. There's 10, 12 pounders swimming around in here, I would think.
I don't know if I've ever seen a weight in a knockout round set that low, so my anticipation is probably the fishing's a little tough.
You're gonna have to try to find them quick because it just takes 4 guys to get on a little deal and all of a sudden it can be over before you know it.
This field is strong today. About as strong, honestly, as I've ever fished against.
Sudden death, top 4 today. That's it. That's all that's going to the final round.
Welcome to General Tire's Major League Fishing. Today, 9 anglers will feel the pressure of sudden death round 2 here in Waco, Texas. The first 4 to reach 14 pounds will earn their place in the championship round. Let's meet today's 9 anglers. Qualifying out of elimination round 1, he finished second, Jacob Wheeler. With a 4th place finish, Gary Klein. He finished 6th, Adrian Avina. Qualifying out of elimination round 2, he finished 2nd, Edwin Evers. With a 4th place finish, Greg Hackney. And qualifying with a 5th place finish, Dean Rojas. Advancing out of elimination round 3, he was your winner, Anthony Gagliardi. With a 3rd place finish, the W, Wesley Strader. And finishing in 5th place, Todd Faircloth. The anglers are not told where they will be fishing until the morning of their competition. Our pros keep plenty of tricks up their sleeves to tackle any situation. Dean Rojas shows us how he prepared for the unknown in today's General Tire Anywhere is Possible.
Getting ready for the day, and as you know with General Tire, anywhere is possible. I'm gonna talk about the 3 baits that I feel are gonna be key going into my match. One is gonna be a search bait, and that is a prop style bait or something where I can cover a lot of water with, make long casts, and figure out where the fish are at. If they're on the points, backs and pockets, riprap banks, brush lines, whatever it might be, I need something that's gonna tell me very quickly, not only 1, the mood of the fish, but 2, how big the fish are and the areas I need to concentrate on. When I finally found an area, or I feel like I've got an area that is gonna be, conducive to what I feel like the right fish to catch, then I'm going to throw my trusty frog in there. Surface precise is what I call it with my frog, and try and pick apart the areas where the fish want to come up and try and get the bait and draw them out of the cover, because time is of the essence. We're under a period of time where we need to be able to be efficient as possible. The 3rd one in the trifecta is my frog. This is my creature bait that I like to precisely put it in the trees, in the bushes, tules, rocks, docks, it doesn't matter. This is more of a precise presentation to catch the good numbers of fish that I'm gonna need to move on to the next level of MLF event.
With no practice and no information, the anglers only have 30 minutes to run the lake and try to figure out a game plan. To get a closer look at the options they have available, let's go out to Marty Stone with today's lake breakdown.
Chad, for sudden death round number 2, we're back on Lake Waco. It's a good lake, but right now it's fish and fall tough. And as these anglers go through their ride through with their Mercury-powered boats, they're gonna realize they're gonna have some room to spread out today. This lake consists of 8,400 surface acres of water, covers over 60 miles of shoreline. It's fed by 2 rivers, the North and South Bosque rivers. In those rivers, there's some key covers, starting with willow trees, laydowns, buckbrush. In the mouth of each one of these rivers, there's standing timber. In some areas, it's thick enough that navigation could be an issue. As anglers branch out in the main lake, there's some key features that stand out on the main lake, starting with chunk rock corners. There's also riprap corners, and each one of these riprap corners are in the mouth of the 4 marinas that's located throughout this lake. The weather today, the winds are east-southeast, 5 to 10 miles an hour. Another key will be anglers better fish clean. There's not many bites on this lake. And lastly, and probably the most important thing, this is Texas. Anglers better be expecting a big bite. It can happen at any time.
Looks like a square biller and a flipper's green. There's a lot of cover.
Looks like we have some rock on this opposite side. The sun's gonna come up from this way, so always what I try to do is to look on that shaded bank and then sort of run on some of this other stuff.
So right now I'm just out here, I'm just gonna graph a few places. You know, really just try to see if there's gonna be any fish off the bank.
There's a lot of junk in the water.
Ooh.
Water's definitely cleaned up just a tad down this way, so that's why I'm trying to look. If there is gonna be schooling fish, it's a great time of year for it to happen.
Sound like rubble, piles of stuff in the water out there. Wow.
When you go to a lake, find the biggest flat you can find, and looking at the map here, this is one big monster flat. That's where fish spawn and feed and live, and it has the most opportunity to house the most amount of fish.
And there's a lot more wood in this lake, a lot of laydowns. The fish shouldn't be in the laydowns, not early in the morning. They could be around the laydowns. But I'm trying to look, you know, points or, you know, vertical rock, something that these fish can push shad up on.
The one problem with that I never did say in the seminars was it's really hard to break down in a hurry.
It's almost like now we're in a little drain. See how it looks? Looks like I'm going up a little drain out here.
I was going to start out on the rocks, but when I come around this bank, I can see 10 birds right now with my eyes that are sitting on the bank. That tells me the bait concentration is really strong here, and you can look on the branch right here and see them. Dead giveaway.
There's a lot of bird life out here. Some of them are not active and some of them are. Makes me think something's coming to the top out there and where all that laying wood is.
This bank right here, actually, to my right, doesn't look too bad. It's real steep, nice bluff bank.
There'll be one little patch somewhere. I don't know if it's a half a mile from where we're fixing to start at, but the deal is there's just a ton of potential.
All right, we just stopped right here. A little bit of rock. We got a couple top waters tied up, some crankbaits.
There's a lot of things that are going through my head right now with different techniques and but I know the most important thing for me is keep a lure in the water and just be efficient at what I'm doing.
So we're gonna start on the main lake before we go commit to whether going way up a creek or way back into a pocket, because that's just a little bit more time consuming. So hopefully we can get dialed in on a little pattern.
14 pounds seems like it's a piece of cake, but you know, when you actually hear playing the game under these conditions, 14 pounds might as well be 80 pounds.
You'll find expert bass fishing know-how from Mercury MLF Pro Team anglers at MajorLakeFishing.com/Mercury Pro Tactics.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. Lucas Oil. Keep that engine alive. B&W Trailer Hitches. Towing adventure. Yeti. Built for the wild. Sonic. This is how we sonic. And by Kubota. Together, we do more.
I mean, I know they say it all the time in these shows, but anywhere's possible. I would have never thought we'd go to Lake Waco. I don't know. I've never been here that I can remember.
That's what's so much fun about it all. Going to a new body of water. Lake Waco.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the Academy Sports and Outdoors Heritage Cup, presented by Magellan Outdoors from Waco, Texas. It's sudden death round 2, and 9 Bass Pro Tour anglers are ready to put their skills to the test in one of bass fishing's most intense rounds of competition here on Lake Waco. Today's target weight has been set at 14 pounds of bass. The first 4 pros to hit the mark will advance to the championship round to compete for the Heritage Cup trophy. Major Lake Fishing's sudden death round 2 begins now.
All right, I get to go to work.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines in. Your target weight is 14 pounds.
Well, let's see if we can't light it up, guys.
Beautiful sunrise this morning.
I don't love this bank. I'm just gonna fish this one tree right here, and then I'm gonna roll around the corner. One of the great things in Texas is the riprap and the dams. And plus, I got some water moving right here, so place basket, ambush, shad up here pretty easy.
Some bait out there, but it's little. You know, I see it runs when I come by that wood.
I made my first cast with a little buzz bait. You can see we're kind of in a little area that's got a lot of good-looking shallow cover. So we're gonna fish through here fairly quick, determine whether or not it's worth staying or if we need to keep moving around and looking for something else.
I would think that they would be, you know, suspended, just going by the depth of the water and the water temperature. I wouldn't really think about them being on the bottom necessarily.
We're gonna stay in here, I'm gonna say probably 15 minutes. And if I don't get a bite in 15 or 20 minutes, we'll probably end up picking up and maybe moving back down towards the main part of the lake where we came from. Let's just hope we get them in here. I'd rather not have to move.
We'll give us about 10, 15, 20 more minutes, and we're gonna run back to them rocks.
Oh, he's gonna be close. I don't think he's gonna make it.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
Ooh, barely. Well, we got a bite. Right off the bat, that's all we can hope for.
First angler on the board is Anthony Gagliardi, 1 pound, 1 ounce.
Didn't take long.
Oh, well, Anthony got a hot hand this week, doesn't he?
So you're saying we're tied for second?
Exactly. There was 2 fish there, because when that buzzbait hit the water, I spooked one, and then the one that bit me came from a different direction, so that's why I know it was 2.
Got it. Guess a pound. 1 pound, 2 ounces.
All right, we'll take it. 1, 2. One bite leads to another bite.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
First one.
That's one thing, if you notice, is I'm not reeling the bait real fast. In the fall, I really like to slow it down. Kind of fish a crankbait like I would a spinnerbait, just easing along.
You're tied for first place, 1 pound, 2 ounces.
We'll strike King 1.0, square bill.
Get out of that brush. Oh, it got me to that brush. No. No, no, no. I got really light line on. Oh, my heart's sinking. Oh, my gosh. We're gonna run over to the other side after this cast. Oh, gosh, it was a big one. I really want my bait. It's the only one I got. Oh, that stinks. I mean, I don't know how big it was, but it was really big. It was not a 3 or 4 pounder. It was much, much bigger than that.
1 pound, 3 ounces.
All right, a 1-3. I'm batting 50%, though. I've lost 2.
Be a pound, be a pound, be a pound, be a pound. I don't think he's gonna be a pound, brother, but I'm gonna weigh him and find out. Come on, tell me some good news, Jim.
1 pound, 0 ounce.
Yes.
I've had 4 bites so far. They've all been on a little Strike King 1.0 crankbait off rock. So I'm gonna try to run that for a little bit. I just fished quite a few docks right through there, and I never had a bite off of them, so.
That's a little better than a pound. Might have broke the 2-pound mark.
2 pounds, 1 ounce.
That's the kind we need to be catching, guys.
2-pounder, that's a chunk. I could catch one about 6 here just to kind of make up half that weight. It's one thing about a lot of these lakes in Texas, you know, they all have giants in them.
We're just gonna keep plugging away. I keep forgetting about that, where there's a target weight. I'm worried about being able to maintain something throughout the day. We don't have to do that. I mean, we can catch enough in the morning, it's over.
Maybe. Maybe, maybe, maybe.
Got that one.
Oh yeah, let's keep her there.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
On 2. Same thing. Crankbait right.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
1-1. Little guy.
In Major League Fishing, the anglers are forced to adapt to the weather and lake conditions if they hope to survive. Marty Stone breaks it down in today's Wiley X Eyewear, more than meets the eye.
Anyone that's ever spent any time in the outdoors around wildlife and fish realize that the lunar table, moon phases, they truly matter. I knew coming into this Heritage Cup, we had an opportunity for a possibly tough event. We were coming in off a full moon, and anytime you have a full moon situation, wildlife's gonna move heavily at night, and the fish will feed heavily at night. On the fishing side, it can make for some extremely tough fishing during daytime hours. And anytime you're dealing with these moon phases, there's only 2 things that can ever trump it: weather and the spawn. We've got weather coming in, but it's gonna be later in the day, and that won't affect it. We're in the fall of the year, so the spawn's not an issue. The conditions are setting up for this sudden death round to be a lot better, but the anglers will get the final vote.
Trying to utilize as much shade as you possibly can to keep that morning bite going. You know, it could completely change this afternoon, but for right now, you know, we gotta try and get as many active fish as we can.
Maybe, maybe not. It's probably about like the 1
1 pound, 2 ounces.
That's a start.
That's a start.
Gary Greg Hackney's the 6th angler on the score tracker. He moves into 4th place. His first fish weighed 1 pound, 2 ounces.
I mean, with fish this size being caught, you know, you're gonna have to be consistent in catching them because, you know, unless there's some 4-pounders or 3-pounders in here, you can't make that ground back up.
What I was really hoping when I picked up that frog one about 5, just, and I'd be like, yep, it's over.
That's what I'm looking for. That's that 2-pounder.
2 pounds, 2 ounces.
That's what we're looking for. A little bit better quality.
Got a score tracker update. Gary Klein, first place, 4 pounds, 7 ounces. Gary's caught 3 fish.
Gary's on fire. We gotta keep up.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing.
The deal is when you're dealing with fish in this much cover, like more times than not, you won't catch them isolated. You know, I'm not talking about them little 1-pounders. I'm talking about the fish we're looking for. It won't be like you catch one here and one there. They don't do that.
We're 1 hour into the competition, and 6 anglers have already located their first scoreable bass. Gary Klein has started hot, but he'll have to land a lot more bass to stay ahead of this group of master anglers. The race to 14 pounds is underway. Only 4 anglers will advance to the championship round.
There's a tub over there. I mean, look how healthy that fish was.
2 pounds, 5 ounces.
All right, a 2.5. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. God, that was a fun bite. I mean, it hit, I engaged the reel in there, you know. That's what keeps us all fishing.
Gary Klein's now leading with 6 pounds, 12 ounces.
He's got something figured out.
The thing is with Gary, you just don't even know what the heck that sucker's doing.
One area that, you know, I had to start somewhere, so I chose to start in a creek down here by the dam where the water, to me, was a little bit cleaner.
I don't know if there's enough water on this tree or not. There you go. Thank you, Lord.
1 pound, 13 ounces.
Yeah,
that looks
big
that looks more right.
We just caught him on a strike king 1.5, put a little bit bigger profile bait on for around these trees and stuff, and caught one on it.
Gary Todd Faircloth's caught his 3rd fish.
Here they come.
1 pound, 13 ounces. He moves into 2nd place now with 4 pounds, 0 ounces.
I mean, this is gonna be a war.
That's just a textbook spot right there. Big old tree right on the end of this point right here, a little secondary point.
There's too many birds standing down this bank for there not to be some bass down through here, in my opinion.
I can't rush it because I'm in such shallow water. If I get hard on the trolling motor and get this boat moving around, I'll goof the water up. See, I want to get up there because that fish came off of that, but I'm gonna ease my way. I mean, if I can catch 2 more, 3 more before this period's out, that'll be a big deal for me.
There we go. That's close to a 2-pounder.
2 pounds, 5 ounces.
Nice. On the board. Right back in the game.
Wesley Strader's now on score tracker with his first fish for 2 pounds, 5 ounces. Puts him in 4th place.
That's a good one. We're in the wrong area, boys.
Wesley's got something figured out, too. Ow, I just sat on that perco lock. Oh, that didn't feel good.
1 pound, 4 ounces.
Thank you. Sweet. That's 3 bites down off one bank.
One pound, 2 ounces.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
I don't even know why he'll just let me do it.
Let me tell you what I've been doing wrong. I've been winding that buzzbait too fast. They want it creeping. They on the creep pattern. Old creeper.
Greg, that brought you up to 2 pounds, 4 ounces. You're still in 5th place.
Funny thing, them little fish, they just swimming around out there and nothing.
Give me a squeaker. I think he's skinny though. He was long enough, but I don't think he's fat enough.
I knew there had to be one more back there.
1 pound, 15 ounces.
All right, 115.
Update on the score tracker, Gary Klein's at 8 pounds, 11 ounces.
He's going out.
It's the only movement.
Gary said, I'm not waiting on y'all boys.
Bass just start feeding up, and they get in these creeks, especially the creeks that have a little bit of a defined channel in them, and you can't fish the creek shallow enough.
Yes, I'm just gonna fish down the shade line, I guess, if I don't get a bite time. Little. I don't think this one's cool. I mean, he's gonna weigh 13 ounces. But that way I'll have established what a 13 ounce, or maybe 12, honestly.
Calm him down, thank you. 12 ounces non-scoreable.
Now we got our little eye working, so.
I figured I'd catch a dang 3 or 4 pounder on some of this stuff.
God, there's gotta be one right here. I can't believe there ain't another one down through here. I mean, we went from getting no bites to getting, I've had 4 bites down this bank.
Of course, there's been a couple 2-pounders, right?
There's 3 2-pounders caught.
That's a scoreable little old bass right there. I promise you bit me right at the boat. It's gonna be the big one of the day for me. A heavy pound 8.
1 pound, 9 ounces.
Oh, they're getting bigger.
Greg Hackney's caught his 3rd fish, 3 pounds and 13 ounces for his total.
Man, they seem to be biting now. Guys are dialing them in.
MyOutdoorTV is your home for every exciting moment of the 2022 MLF season.
Boom!
Every episode, including live events.
Yes, sir!
Try it free at MyOutdoorTV.com. Use promo code YT30.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the Academy Sports and Outdoors Heritage Cup, presented by Magellan Outdoors from Waco, Texas.
Well, you know the technique that I'm using, it catches good ones, little ones, whatever, so that's always a plus when you find a technique that will not only produce numbers, but also gives you that chance, you know.
Man, I know what I want to do. I know the water that I'm looking for, but having never been on this lake, you know, you got to keep hunting.
Gary Klein continues to shine. His shallow water pattern has pushed him beyond halfway to today's 14-pound target weight. While Klein is making it look easy, Jacob Wheeler and Adrian Avina continue to hunt for their first scoreable bass. Today, only 4 anglers will advance to the championship round.
That's a nice one there. Take that one.
2 pounds, 1 ounce.
2 pounds, 1 ounce. Boy, right on that outside tree, outside point right there. Whew. That's a beauty.
Rojas has caught a 2nd fish. He's now at 3 pounds and 2 ounces.
We're not going down without a fight.
No, finally got a bite. Finally made connections with him.
Got 45 minutes left in the first period, Greg.
Plenty time. I just got to find a little nest of them.
Good. Whatever it is, it's a good. It's a freaking bass. Whoa.
2 pounds, 14 ounces.
Man, I thought it was a 3-pounder. He's skinny. Old marina fish. Nice. He had it as soon as it went in there. I picked it up and I'm like, dang. I thought it was hung on a piece of rope or something at first.
Gary Wesley Strader has caught a 2-pound, 14-ounce bass. He moves into 2nd with 6 pounds, 7 ounces.
Hammer.
Old vibrating jig with a speed crawl on it. A lot of times in the fall when that shad, we're on them little bitty shad, you'll need something small. Smallest trailer you can get by with.
Well, I'd sure love to be in Wesley's shoes right now. I mean, I've got to get beyond that 10-pound mark. I've got like 5 pounds and something to do. You know, so for me, that's, you know, I've got to get 5 bites, 4 to 5 bites, and I can tap out.
We have also seen Wesley, I hate to say this, you know, get within 1 fish and then never go out. He did that up there at Alpena. I'm like, he runs to the top just like that and then never catches another one.
Come on, just give me another bite real quick. Let me know I'm doing the right thing.
You just got to figure out, like, are they on the flatter ones? Are they up there super shallow and a foot, 2 foot? Do they want a flipping bait, a crankbait? All those things will play.
We can weigh him. He's gonna be a hair bigger than, he's gonna be more of a, probably more of like a 14. Come on, buddy, I ain't got time to be you jacking around.
1 pound, 0 ounces.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. 13 more away.
God, I'd sure like to catch me another one before this thing's over with. In this period.
It's just a hair too shallow. I mean, if I could just sit in like a 1.5 feet, you know. Don't seem like there's enough water out here to be a bunch.
It was a nice boil. I mean, that was another one of them 2-pounders.
I just can't. I'm not able to move real. I probably need to be moving if I got just enough bites, you know, to kind of keep me, like, just doing what I was doing. I mean, I don't know why there wouldn't be 3-pounders out here where we're fishing at, so.
That hurts right there. That fish would not only have put me back in the lead, but it give me the confidence to keep doing what I'm doing.
1 pound, 9 ounces.
I like that. We might catch some out here on this bridge. You know, I kind of stopped on this bridge on the other side of the lake and idled it for just a little bit. I mean, it was hard to pass it. On the way back through, I just figured I'd come back and fish it for just a little bit. And man, the second set of pilings, we just caught a pretty good one on, so we're gonna spend a little bit of time fishing out here. Hopefully we can't find another couple more.
I mean, this looks like a pretty good lake to me. It doesn't look like a, you know, I ain't saying we're here under the best time, but it just looks to me like it. I very seldom ever go to a place with this much cover and it doesn't have them, so.
I like these. These are better fish out here. I like this. I like it a lot.
1 pound, 13 ounces.
Come on, guys. Just keep them coming.
Anthony Gagliardi's caught another fish. He now has 6 pounds, 8 ounces up in second place. Oh, dang, it took my bait. Oh, man.
Gotta love it, man. You never have no breathing room.
These fish out here in open water, man, they feed a lot easier. There's a lot more access to food out here, and so they tend to stay a little fatter like that. I mean, if we can catch 1.5-pounders, you know, we catch 2, I mean, that's like catching 3, just barely scorables. We won't have to catch as many.
Three pounds, 11 ounces.
Nice. Boom. And everybody's gonna wonder why I just did that. Why did I go to a buzzbait? Well, a lot of times, these marinas, they got lifts in them. And them lifts will be down under the water, and those bass will lay up on top of those lifts. And there's something about them floating lifts that draws them to it. Like, you'll get more bites off those lifts than you will anything else.
Gary Wesley Strader has caught a 3-pound, 11-ounce bass. He moves into the lead now with 10 pounds, 2 ounces, dropping you to second.
It's okay, let me catch me a 4-pounder here.
Oh, Wesley's gonna get out here quick. I know where he's fishing. It's a good spot.
That's the biggest one of the day so far, isn't it? 311.
That was freaking awesome. I mean, he crushed it.
My guess would be Wesley's probably throwing a crankbait on wood. That would be my guess.
I was like, holy crap, it's a 5-pounder. He just had a 5-pound head and a almost 4-pound body.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by Berkeley, your fish, our science. Wiley X Eyewear, go confidently. Mercury Marine, go boldly. Favorite Fishing, the future of fishing. And by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Wesley Strader is rocketing toward today's 14-pound target weight. He seized the lead by landing big Texas bass off of docks, as you can see here in today's Favorite Fishing overview of the day. Wesley Strader is leading the pack. He's weighed in over 6.5 pounds in just 10 minutes, including that 3-pound, 11-ounce Berkeley big bass of the day. Locating these chunky Lake Waco bass could be the key to surviving sudden death and advancing to the championship round.
Just 2 1.5 pounders and I'll be happy. That'll be getting me close, won't it? Well, I got 10, 10?
10-2.
10-2, so I need 3 pounds and 14 ounces. I need 2 2-pounders. See what happens.
You got a fish like this, boys, it's gonna be a grind today. Can't catch them fast enough.
Or let's just catch a 4. Or 3, 14.
That'll work. Any combination.
Any of those combinations. It's crazy how numbers work like that, you know what?
I don't know. I want it to be. Be a pounder, buddy.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
1 pound, 2 ounces. Boy, pitched my frog up there and it just started taking off. It's a long cast, you can tell.
These people with these big old heavy boats is killing me. I can't get under them lifts, especially the pontoon part of it. That's where they like to get, it's right under them. I don't know why, but the blue ones seem to be better at times than other ones.
We're a little bit back in the game, huh? Where'd that move me?
5th place, 4 pounds, 4 ounces. 4th is 4 pounds, 13 ounces.
So I'm just a pound out.
Scoreable fish out.
Those floats are better when there's a boat on it. I don't understand that, but they are. There's another one of them lifts under the water. Let's see what happens.
This water in here is it's a beautiful place. Some shad in here, it's not. I ain't really found them like I did in that other lake.
Bet you Wesley's like, come on, man, one more. Just so I can go back there, have Coke and a Sprite.
I see this right here. This is prime right here. Prime for a keeper is what it is. That don't make a pound.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
Nice, getting there. Just getting to the best float, and one interrupted me.
Wesley Strader's caught another fish. He now has 11 pounds, 3 ounces. He's 2 pounds, 13 ounces from reaching the 14-pound target weight.
The boys are having a good time out there.
It's so weird doing this too. You'll get to like certain docks, like A dock, B dock, C dock. There'll be a stretch of docks that they're on, and the rest of the marina won't be as good.
1 pound, 1 ounce.
1-1. Looks like it's gonna be a good old shootout, boys. 1 pounders.
Rojas just caught another fish. It weighed 1 pound, 1 ounce, pushing him up into 4th place.
I'm doing the right thing. I may not be getting bit, but just an area deal.
Now, that one, I was working it out. That one didn't hit on the sink. I was working it out and he hit it.
That's a good one. Bring on, baby. That might do it. It's one I just missed, I think.
2 pounds, 8 ounces.
Gummit. 1 scoreboard away. One scoreboard bass away. Come on, baby. Let's do this. Let's make it to that championship round.
Wesley Strader has caught a 2 pound, 8 ounce bass. He needs 1 scoreable bass to reach the 14-pound target weight.
Strader, man. You know them were shallow. 100%.
Dang, that boy might go out this far. You know what? I'm gonna throw it back under there again. They may be 2 underneath there. Come on, Lord, 1 more.
1 or 2 right here before the end of this period. Give me some confidence going into the next period.
Fish landing violation, 2-minute penalty.
You better be a pound after that, you little sucker. I think he is, though.
1 pound even.
Whew. All right. Makes me feel a little better.
10 minutes.
Missed it. God dang it. I almost caught the dead blame drone. Did you see that?
Moving out towards deeper water, and I didn't get any more bites, so I just wanted to come back and maybe throw that Berkeley bottom hopper. Just in this same 2 sets right here where I had those bites, and sure enough, I mean.
Ooh, these jet ski lifts are awesome too. I don't know why, but they like them. If I can get that right between them 2, that should be a bite. The old jet ski lift pattern.
Maybe. He's borderline.
I love how when you pick a bait up and you make a cast or two and you catch one on it, you often get a false sense of confidence in it. First cast, you catch one, then that might be the last bite you get on the rest of the day. Happens all the time.
30 seconds.
Dang it.
Oh my God, look here, look here, look here.
15.
Cool, that was a giant after that big old shad.
Come on, one more.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Line's out. That's the end of period 1.
Man, I have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do.
Dude, that was like a 3-pounder. He had a big old shad up on top of water about that big trying to get him. I couldn't get it over on him in time.
At the beginning of this period, I made this statement about having to be efficient. And that's what you have to do, especially when you're running towards a cut weight.
No one's went out yet, but obviously Wes is right there, just one bite away. We haven't even had a scoreable bite.
I mean, I think there's enough here to fish out. It's just how long it's going to take me to catch them.
Hey, 4 advance, the rest go home. I just want to be in the top 4.
Looks like Wesley's probably going to close this thing out here shortly on his side, but that means 3 more spots, so we just keep the throttle down and cross that finish line. Hopefully with a 14-pound, that'd be awesome to eclipse that in the second period, so we'll see what happens.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing.
At the end of the first period, you could tell that most of the guys like myself were still searching. We hadn't found the place, and we hadn't figured out the deal.
Well, after period 1, we pretty much sucked. Top water deal was not going on for me, which I'm like, ugh, come on. But it happens. There's a lot of standing timber, a lot of laydown trees in this lake. Maybe that should be the pattern that I try to go after.
You know, I never got anything going. Only had 1 keeper bite. So I really feel like, you know, there's a good chance if I can find one of them offshore spots, I really feel like I can catch them quick.
The biggest disheartening thing for me was that I broke off my crankbait that I caught all those fish on in my first round at Belton. Had that monster bite on this morning. That was the only one I had.
I didn't feel real bad, but I didn't feel real good. I didn't end the period like I wanted to. I lost a scoreable fish with 3 minutes left at the end of the period, but I didn't really feel like I'd yet to figure anything out.
I was excited because I just had 3 good flipping bites, and I'm like, heck, man, I'll just do this the rest of the day. I mean, there's tons of timber. There's 10,000 targets. I know I can get at least 5 or 6 more to bite.
I felt really good going into break. I knew that I was on the right deal. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna tie on a little bitty old square bill. And I'm thinking in my head, how can I just catch just a pound of scoreable fish?
While our remaining pros gear up for period 2, let's take a look at the score tracker. Wesley Strader has identified a successful pattern on boat docks and is just 1 scoreable bass away from the 14-pound target weight. Below Strader, a mere 5 pounds separates 2nd through 6th place. With weights so tight and only 4 spots to advance to the championship round, the pressure to execute is intensifying.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We all gonna go the same way, I guess.
I wanted to crank some rock. You know, normally this time of year, you know, riprap, you can get bit. I'm learning it as I go.
There he is. Catfish. Meow.
Yeah, that's it, right there, baby. Making a move.
3 pounds, 0 ounces.
3-0. That's what I needed was a 3-pounder, man. Look at that. Oh, what a beautiful bass, man. Look at that. Yeah, we'll take him. 3 pounds. Bye, buddy. Thank you.
Score tracker update. Dean Rojas just caught a 3-pound, 0 ounce fish.
I'm pretty sure Dean went over there with Wesley. They all went that way. I don't know.
Nobody's fishing over here. And I've got a mixture of shady banks, a nice little drop. Keep the boat in about 5, pitching on about 2.5, 3 feet of water. What's good about it, they can go up and down. They can get up in there and they can go back out again. Stay on their fish.
Stretch it out, buddy. I need you to be a pound.
15 ounces, non-scorable.
Man, we needed that 3-pound bite, man. That's gonna catapult us way up there. There he is.
That should do it. He's gonna be close.
15 ounces, non-scorable.
Ah. I knew there was gonna be one right there before I ever got to it. Dang.
Come on, fish. Gotta be a big one on my stomach.
This water here looks good. That other water up there's just got a weird color to it. I mean, how hard is it to catch 5.5 pounds of fish?
I'll catch him, don't worry. He mess up here in a minute, boys. He'll probably be right up here behind this dock.
£1 pound, 6 ounces.
There you go.
Well, Jacob Wheeler has caught his first fish. His first fish weighed 2 pounds, 13 ounces. He is now in 7th place, moving Edwin Evers to 8th place.
Here he comes. There's so much wood in these places, you can't get caught up flipping everything. You're just gonna have to take the best looking stuff and make a pitch off in there and hope you get a bite.
See, and just nothing that we fished was good enough to go, you know, really felt like I could go back through. It would have, it was all because of the quality, you know, because those other fish were small. I just, like, didn't excite me. If I'd have caught one fat, juicy 2.5 or 3 pounder, you know, out of that stuff, I feel like I never have been around them bigger ones, you know?
It's always the oldest, nastiest boat in the slip that's usually got a bite on it. Missed another one.
We got flat over here and I moved over here.
1 pound, 4 ounces.
1.4. Another pound 4 closer. Thank you, buddy.
I thought I could catch one more down through there, but evidently not.
We could catch a big one off here. I mean, just, it's got all the right ingredients for it.
Good one, too. Come on, baby, stay hooked up. Stay hooked up. Eat it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Sucker, eat it.
2 pounds, 5 ounces. Greg Hackney just caught a 2 pound, 5 ounce fish. He's now in 5th place, 7 pounds and 2 ounces.
Guys are catching some decent ones, I ain't caught one over 2 pounds yet.
I'm gonna move us. I'm gonna end this agony.
Should have started back in here. That was my original game plan until we got back in the creek and saw what it looked like. But then I'm like, I mean, I fished down through them lily pads and all that stuff, you know, back and didn't get a bite a while ago. So I don't know if I really missed that much in here this morning or what the deal is. So.
I'm a little tight right now because I've lost 4 squirrels. Instead of sitting there with 8 pounds, I should have, you know, 13. I should be ready to go out on my next bite. Normally, I don't lose them.
There it is, that's a keeper. That'll do it right there. That'll do it. That'll do it.
1 pound, 6 ounces.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. Best fish in the world. We out. Nice. I knew I'd come back here and catch at least one more.
Wesley Strader's first guy to hit the target weight.
Go for Wesley. 3 spots left, huh?
Good job to Wesley Strader. Moving on to the final round.
In the fall, that's all you need right there. 2 baits in the fall. In that transition period, those are 2 baits I rely on probably more than anything. All right, we out.
Welcome back to General Tires Major League Fishing.
That's a keeper. That'll do it right there. That'll do it.
1 pound, 6 ounces.
I tell you what I'm gonna do with best fish in the world. We out.
The race to 14 pounds continues on Lake Waco, and only 3 spots remain to advance to the championship round. Dean Rojas is striving to claim the next advancing spot, already weighing in over 4 pounds of largemouth in this period. With the target on his back and 7 hopeful anglers gunning for him, Rojas will have to keep up the pace if he hopes to survive sudden death. Wesley Strader is heading to the championship round. Let's hear from the man himself, the W. He's with Marty Stone for today's Yeti Cooler Talk.
Seems like you enjoy the fall of the year.
You know, I do. I like to deer hunt, but years ago I figured a little thing out during the fall that, you know, it's a tougher time of year, and if you can just get that one little deal dialed in, you can roll with it. You know, went a long time without getting a bite today. To me, in the fall, is a buzz bait, a small spinner bait, and a tube. My favorite things to do in the fall, and if you can get it dialed in what they're on, you can roll with it.
What does it mean to be the first one out, sudden death?
Well, it means a lot, because this is a stacked group right here. This is a hard group to fish against. They all are, but this one especially. I mean, you got Hackney, Gary Klein, Wheeler. This is some of the best that there is in the business. To go out first and win sudden death is pretty awesome.
You've won at every level, and you've been successful at every level. Probably the one thing that's missing right now is a signature win on the Bass Pro Tour in Major League Fishing.
Yeah, that's the one thing last year I set out to try to win one, and that's my goal every year is try to win one. This might be it, who knows? I've won a select, but I've never won a cup event, so I'm getting a little closer and a little closer. Who knows? We may go somewhere that's about like this, and I can roll with what I learned today.
Wesley Strader's fishing strong in this event so far, making it to another championship round, getting one step closer to adding another trophy to that trophy case.
There ain't a fish on that, and there ain't one back here, I don't think. Oh. There was one. Not what I had in mind, though.
Dude, I don't even know what a bite feels like, man. Unreal. Ooh, got a little bite. Oh, that's what it is. Whole school of them. White bass, little white bass. I felt one of them flush that bait, and I was like, well, I got a bite. I knew they were little.
There we go.
£1 pound, 3 ounces.
Todd Faircloth caught another fish, weighed 1 pound, 3 ounces, moving him to 6 pounds and 9 ounces.
Gosh dang it, come on, you stupid fish.
Right there on that point, there's, you can look with a camera right there underneath the water, there's a big square deal. I'm not real sure, a piece of concrete down there. That's where he was at, right where he was supposed to be.
I just know those are not the only fish. So I don't know if it's bait choice, what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's just bait choice.
1 pound, 15 ounces.
Gary Greg Hackney's caught a 1 pound, 15 ounce bass. That brings his total to 9 pounds, 1 ounce. He moves into third, dropping you to fourth.
That's what happens when you don't put them on the board. You know, I can't have an open period.
I saw him get it when it went in the water. Man, I saw the line, and I was like, man, surely that water ain't 6 inches deep. Golly, I mean, he was just rolling out with it.
Grind. This ain't even a grinder. Grinders are easier than this. This is just brutal.
That is a 1 pounder. I mean, he ain't gonna be over 1 pound. I don't know, now he feels like a 15.
1 pound, 0 ounces?
Ow, dang, he was a 1-1 before I let him sit out for 35 minutes. I just noticed some fish blowing up a little bit. I was like, man, it's like they active. That one is not even the one that blew up.
Got an update on the score tracker. Greg Hackney is now at 10 pounds, 1 ounce.
He's going out. Hackney gets on the road, people are in trouble.
Greg's probably flipping or cranking. Same stuff we're doing.
Well, it don't take much to change your outlook on life, I can tell you that. It was kind of gloomy, and then just all of a sudden, like they have a tendency to do a lot of times.
In sudden death, quickly identifying patterns and expertly executing your technique are vital for success. Here's Marty Stone for today's 6-hour Success Insight.
At the beginning of the second period, Greg Hackney realized he wasn't keeping pace with the rest of the field. The first period, he spent the majority of his time on a shallow flat in the mouth of the South Bosque River. Then in the second period, he made a veteran move, and it was difficult to get to, but he snaked his way through the standing timber and got into the river channel proper. There, he's found a multitude of targets from willow trees, buckbrush, and laydowns. He was using a combination of lures early in the second period, but now he's dialed in a square bill crankbait. These fish are positioned behind the eddies, and now his targets are very specific. He's got momentum, he's catching scoreable bass, and he could be the next man out in this sudden death round.
You know, the only thing I do know is different. I don't see any bait, you know, like we did the other. When I was in those other little pockets, you know, all those little shad flicking, I'm not seeing that now, but.
I think as soon as I get this one in, we're gonna move, we're gonna run into that little creek. That was a bass busted right there. He wasn't no keeper though.
Get in here, buddy, get in here. Don't fall off, don't fall off.
1 pound, 3 ounces.
Got some more movement on the score tracker. Greg Hackney's up to 11 pounds, 4 ounces.
He's on the attack.
MyOutdoorTV is your home for every exciting moment of the 2022 MLF season.
Boom!
Every episode, including live events.
Yes, sir!
Try it free at MyOutdoorTV.com. Use promo code YT30.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops. Your adventure starts here. Squincher, hydration that works. Sig Sauer, never settle. Waco Convention and Visitors Bureau, Waco, the heart of Texas. And by Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the Academy Sports and Outdoors Heritage Cup, presented by Magellan Outdoors from Waco, Texas.
I don't think so.
1 pound, 2 ounces.
Oh, well, rather be surprised than disappointed. All right. Okay, let that be the one that gets us started.
Greg Hackney has gone on the attack, adding 3 bass to his tally in the last 15 minutes and snatching second place away from Dean Rojas. Gary Klein is not far behind, but it's been over 3 hours since he weighed in a scoreable bass. As the clock ticks away and Hackney and Rojas race toward the finish line, Klein will need to conjure up some more catches if he hopes to keep his Heritage Cup trophy dreams alive.
Seems like every time I make a switch and try something different, I catch one, but then when I keep doing it, I don't catch any more. Maybe there'll be just a handful. We don't need many. We don't need many, we just need a few.
Oh, there he is, good. Oh, golly, I didn't know my line. Don't come off. God dang it. Yeah. Yeah. I could not tell. I saw him get it. Now, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Don't do it, don't do it. God. I couldn't tell my line was over that deal. I mean, I saw him get it. Get in here. Get in here. Jumping around out there like that, acting silly. Wow, that's a bigger fish than I thought, too. That was like 1.5 pounds for jumping out of the water. Might be the biggest one I've caught all day. Now let's get this one on there. That'll make up like 2.
2 pounds, 11 ounces.
What did I need? What did I need?
Hackney's caught another fish that weighed 2 pounds, 11 ounces. He's now at 13 pounds, 15 ounces.
Oh, you think he weighed that thing once or twice?
I would imagine.
Score tracker update. Greg Hackney, 13 pounds, 15 ounces.
Oh, God.
You needed 2 pounds, 12 ounces.
No. No. Are you kidding me? You did that on purpose, didn't you? Not knowing that fish was 213, there was no doubt in my mind he was. He didn't want to see me be finished. Dang.
Come on. One fish a round is not gonna work.
You can't even make that up. Like, that's the worst thing ever. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I'm within striking distance. I've caught 2 little old fish this period. Caught 3 or 4 non-scorables, but I don't know. I mean, I got confidence in what I'm doing. I don't know. It ain't happening right now.
There's one.
Gonna be close.
1 pound, 0 ounces.
1-0. We'll take the pound.
1 ounce. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I didn't think he was that close, to be honest with you. I thought it was gonna be like 8 ounces, you know. But you had to make me feel bad. 1 ounce. I'm like, ain't no way, ain't no way. Gosh, dang it, that was a keeper. Dang it. I waited on him. There he is, that's him. He eat it. He eat it. When I saw him come up choking on it, I was like, I think that's the fish I'll go out on. I mean, eat it. Let's get you one more look at him, because that's the one. That sends us to dinner time.
1 pound, 7 ounces.
Boom. It took a little while. That's the prettiest fish I've caught all week.
Greg Hackney's the second angler to reach the 14-pound target weight with 15 pounds, 6 ounces.
We just gotta catch this. You get one little good little stretch of them, bust them.
I feel really good about it. I had a really rough day starting off, and it's so funny how fishing is, and that's the reason you just gotta keep your head in the game, because I'm like, I had confidence. You know, I got just enough bites to have confidence, but I'm like, it seemed like we fished out of them, so I just came back to where I had the last bite and started on the opposite side, and I mean, the freaking mother lode. I also think they went to biting.
That should be me. I want it to be me.
Yep, I feel a little tight. Just letting it slip away.
Wow, so much pressure in these deals, man. You know, I've been fishing for a long time, and it just don't ever change.
Oh, it's a good one. Come on, baby, stay on there. I say that's a good one. That's horrible, isn't it?
1 pound, 4 ounces.
Oh, my goodness.
3 minutes.
Well, man, I can't keep my bait from getting stuck long enough to catch one.
Dude, I'm like in shock because it's like perfect.
There's a good one. Stay on there, fish. It's a real good one. Look at that. I'm calling that a real good one. Be a keeper. Come on, baby.
1 pound, 0 ounces.
30 seconds, I'll count you down from 10.
All right. It's enough time. Catch a 5-pounder.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Lines out in the second period.
It's an old grind, that's for sure.
There's been times I've had a really bad start and got on a little deal right there at the end and kind of figured them out.
Got some changing weather. We got some clouds coming in now, which should get the crankbite going a little bit better, reaction bite. But we'll see what happens.
The good news is we still got a shot. Only One other angler went out, Hackney went out, so there's still 2 slots left. I think I'm the first guy out right now.
It's not a guarantee, so I still got some time. I still got to try to get a little something going because it ain't over yet.
Just got to keep fighting, keep grinding, and let's finish it off on the 3rd period.
Frustrating. I'm still mad about losing that big one this morning. I don't know why. I just can't get over it. I'm gonna get over it, though. This day's not over.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the Academy Sports and Outdoors Heritage Cup, presented by Magellan Outdoors from Waco, Texas.
Sudden death, this is it. This is the 3rd period. We've got 2 guys out, and we have 2 more spots available.
It's going to be a real intense 3rd period, let me just say that.
While our remaining pros prepare for the 3rd and final period, let's take a look at the score tracker. Greg Hackney will be accompanying Wesley Strader to the Heritage Cup Championship round. Now, the battle for the 2 remaining advancing spots is white hot. Only 2 pounds separates 3rd through 5th place. As we enter the final moments of competition, no lead is safe. Now is the time for our pros to make their final push for glory.
5, 4, 3,
2, 1, go.
Back to work, back to work.
I got good depth right here. How to get bit?
We came up into the upper end of this arm. I've not been up here this far. I just wanted to do something that was a lot different than what I did in the 2nd period because it was not gonna work. That bite was too tough.
Fish land violation, 2-minute penalty.
Yes, it is.
£1 pound, 2 ounces.
I can put the power pole in there?
Yeah.
1 pound, 3 ounces.
That's huge, folks. I got to get me a few more.
I started down the lake a ways, and I caught a few fish, and I kept trying to push that, and it just wasn't happening. So I figured I'd come in here the last period. I didn't have nothing to lose. Didn't really see anything down there that I was too excited about.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing up here. It's so shallow. I thought when I got this far up here that there would be some banks that had some depth to it, and that first little ditch that we went in back there had some super steep sides, and I figured it was gonna have some water, but it didn't.
1 pound, 0 ounces.
All right, number 1. I decided to get ahead and pull a little audible. I was gonna graph around offshore.
There should be bass on those stumps. I mean, it's just so isolated, current. There's one. I mean, they're just eating it weird. It's like it's not the right bait.
14 ounces.
Dang it. Zero it one more time. Let's just make sure, just for the heck of it. I'm desperate. I'm desperate. I'm desperate, Jim. 14 ounces. No miracles.
£1 pound, 1 ounce.
All right. Man, I'm slowly chipping away at it. Slowly chipping away.
Had a little bit of change on the score tracker. Gary Klein caught another fish. He's now 10 pounds, 15 ounces.
We gotta catch us a couple quick.
I thought that fish might have been a lot bigger than that. He hit me on the backside of that stump. It was running out the other way, and I actually got lucky and I got him as I pulled him over the stump.
If this tournament was to start tomorrow, I'd start right here again. It's just too good a spot.
But this is just typical fall pattern stuff in the back of this. Back of these creeks, up there, that old bridge where I caught that one, man, there's just shad everywhere. This whole creek in here is just loaded full of shad.
Oh, gosh, it was a good one. Oh,
dang it. 2-pounder.
£1 2 ounces.
All right.
Give you a score tracker update. All right. Gary Klein is up to 12 pounds, 1 ounce. Dean Rojas is 10 pounds, 9 ounces. And Anthony, you're in third place at 8 pounds, 10 ounces.
Okay. Hanging in there by the skin of her teeth. If that one had scored, it would have been nice just to at least get back in front for a second.
Man, I'm as shallow as I was back to where I caught that one on a spinnerbait this morning, and that one that came off on my pit boss back in this real shallow stuff.
Boys, we made the right decision to come in here. However, I don't know if I got enough time. Literally just
£1 8 ounces.
Literally just pulled one off right before that. Oh, man, this game's all about decisions, and sometimes you make them too late.
Adrian Avena has caught a fish. He now has 2 pounds, 8 ounces.
Just trying to catch a bass.
Here you go, Adrian.
Because, I mean, our only way of catching up was doing something completely off the wall. Coming as far back into a creek as you can go, or finding a group of them offshore.
I'm 2 bites away, guys. 2 bites away, or one good one.
Berkeley bunker hog around. It's a bait I got a lot of confidence in, and literally 2 bites real quick, so you never know. Never know.
Welcome back to General Tire's Major League Fishing for the Academy Sports and Outdoors Heritage Cup, presented by Magellan Outdoors from Waco, Texas.
God, there's got to be 1 3-pounder. Or just a chunky 2.
Let me just catch like a 5 right here so I can get myself within a bite.
We're 1 hour into the final period, and things are shaking up on the score tracker. Gary Klein has not only weighed in his first bass since the first period, he's landed 2 more to go along with it. With weights so tight around 4th place, these final moments will decide which 2 remaining anglers will advance to the championship round.
You know, a lot of times, especially like a little bit later in the fall, you'll find a creek bend and a couple targets that the fish are using.
£1 3 ounces.
Okay, 4-pounder, 4-pounder. We could do it.
Jacob Wheeler caught another fish. He's now at 5 pounds, 8 ounces.
We'll fish this one little log up here, and then we're gonna go.
Let's make it happen. We got to get us 2 good bites.
Oh, golly, knocked the crap out of it. How do they do that and not get it? Oh, my goodness, Edwin.
It's kind of like you could work beyond them in the creek. Seems like, you know, I get way back up in there. Water's still 80 degrees. Needs to be in the 60s and kind of creeping up a little bit.
I'm amazed I didn't get bit on this stretch. This is a beautiful looking stretch. It's the only thing like it.
£1 2 ounces.
Whew, never had a fish that small feel so good.
Anthony Gagliardi with 9 pounds and 12 ounces.
It's pretty much over. I guess Anthony could catch a 2.5-pounder.
Man, I just finally caught one. So we're gonna keep doing this and just keep pitching around. Man, I would think like I said before, if I was gonna catch a big one, I mean, I can't think of anything else right now to do that would give you a better chance of catching, you know, a really good one.
So all day we've had really flat, calm conditions. Really just not, even this morning just wasn't really a great topwater morning, at least for me it wasn't. Wasn't a lot of wind. I'm sure somebody got on a decent little topwater bite, but it just wasn't perfect. Now we got a little cloud cover, a little bit of wind. It's getting towards the evening time. There's a little bit of time left.
Oh, looky there. I don't think he's a pound. Tell you what, though, we fished to the end of this thing today.
$14 ounces, non-scoreable.
Can I kick him? Can
no,
I
sir.
take him and just, poof? Oh, gosh almighty.
My sucker is skinny.
14 ounces, non-scoreable.
Gee.
Oh. There's one.
All right. It's an ugly one, but we'll take him.
£1 pound, 1 ounce.
1-1. Pay no attention to the extremities that are coming out.
1 pound, 3 ounces.
Okay, 4-pounder, 4-pounder. We could do it. We need a 4-pounder, though.
Man, I mean, you just never know. One fish might do it. Like, it might be enough. They might not catch another one. It's amazing how tough it is.
Man, I can see it happening. It's cloudy, windy. Just don't have a lot of time to move around. I mean, they have not been a topwater real good, but this is the thing.
Gosh.
Come here, buddy. We can do it.
2 pounds, 7 ounces.
Yes, come on now.
Is not what I was saying before that one rudely interrupted me. Was they've not been biting in topwater very good at all.
Guys, I'm gonna leave this. It was really productive, but I didn't like it. Asked myself the question why I even stopped on it.
I should have just stayed down the lake. Went back to that deal. Looking back on it now.
Come on, baby. A 3-pounder. That's what I need. A 3-pounder.
Maybe, maybe, maybe.
1 pound, 6 ounces.
1.6. I think I still got to catch me another one, but boy, that right there is a huge breath of fresh air. Woo! Look at all these laydowns in here, though. I just started to say be a good place to catch one.
Gary Klein's caught another fish. He now has 13 pounds and 7 ounces.
Come on.
That was a huge fish for me. But there was a whole series of logs that were there, and that's what that... See, I think most of the bites that I've had around this timber off of, laid out logs, not stand-ups.
There's one. Yeah, woo! 3 to go, baby. That just did it right there. 3 minutes to go. I needed to catch one more to make the final round.
1 pound, 14 ounces.
114, woo! Yes, yes, yeah. Pound 14, look how dark he is, man. So, came back here in the second period, lost a good one right here, and I'm like, man, I got like 5 minutes. Let's just run over here real quick and see if we can't catch one, and we did. We finally, on the first one, I hooked one. I think it was that or the fishing line, but I don't know. Lake Waco bass, 114, happy to have him. Going to the final round, baby.
2 minutes.
One more bite, man.
That moved you ahead of Gary Klein with 13 pounds and 8 ounces.
Woo!
30 seconds.
Tough, 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 tough.
That is a legal fish. 12 ounces non-scoreable.
Hey, that's still a bite, like right there at the end.
You have 8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lines up.
Woo, all right. Major League Fishing, baby. I love it. Last minute deal like that. It's awesome. It's like this on almost every match. There's always something that happens right at the very end there.
We just finished up and I didn't make it. Man, it was just, I didn't need much. I didn't need much all day and just I couldn't ever put it together.
Well, that was tough. Now you guys can see firsthand that us pros out here all the time. We don't catch them. We don't catch them all the time. We have tough days just like you guys have tough days. And
awesome day. Going to the final round tomorrow. I'm so excited. Whew. It's been a while.
I should have just kept running new water, new water, new water. And again, I'm still learning how to play this game. I mean, you know, these guys are brutal. They're good. Can't leave the door open or they're closing on you. But still, man, Major League Fishing 2021 Heritage Cup Championship. Ready to go.
General Tire's Major League Fishing is brought to you by General Tire. Anywhere is possible. Mossy Oak. Hunt. Fish. Repeat. Abu Garcia. Fish to win. Optima Batteries. The ultimate power source. And by Barbasol Shaving Cream and Razors. A close, comfortable shave for the past 100 years.
In today's sudden death round, 9 Major League Fishing pros hit Lake Waco in South Texas in a race to 14 pounds. The morning bite was good to Gary Klein, but his lead was short-lived. Wesley Strader located the heavy bass early, and in period 2, he was the first to cross the 14-pound target weight. Soon after, Greg Hackney strung together multiple bites to cross the finish line himself.
He ate it!
For the remainder of our anglers, the 14-pound goal remained out of reach.
This one puzzled me a little bit. Waco, you got me.
Let's go to Bass Pro Shop's end of the line to see how Wesley Strader pulled out the W.
Hey everybody, I'm Wesley Strader, and these are the 2 baits that helped me win my sudden death round here at Lake Waco in Waco, Texas. This is actually just a 3/8 ounce vibrating jig. It's kind of got a shad pattern. I like a little bit of chartreuse in it for this time of year because you got threadfin shad. They got a little hint of chartreuse in their backs and on the ends of their tail. Just a standard pearl white crawl trailer. I actually pulled the legs off the side of it so it didn't grab too much water when I was skipping it underneath the marina. And the other bait was just a 1/4 ounce buzz bait with a gold anodized blade. Sometimes you want a buzz bait that clacks the head, and sometimes you want one that squeals. Just put a black toad on the back of it. That made it easier to skip. Also, the thing with that toad is it gives it weight, so when a fish comes up and bites the bait, the weight helps the bait to get down into the fish's mouth. A lot of times you'll miss them with a skirt on it, but with that toad you don't miss as many because they get down under the water because it's heavier.
Here are the final results of Sudden Death Round 2. With today's win, Wesley Strader is advancing to the championship round and will be joined by Greg Hackney, Dean Rojas, and Gary Klein. The Berkeley Big Bass of the day goes to Wesley Strader. After spending the morning behind Klein, Strader located the bass on docks and wrestled in this 3-pound, 11-ounce hog, which helped close the gap on today's 14-pound target weight. Today's Barbasol Close Shave goes to Gary Klein. The Hall of Famer hit the ground running this morning and looked destined for an early win. But the bite went cold on him for all of period 2. But in the end, he snagged enough bass to secure a 4th place finish. Let's send it over to Marty Stone, who's with today's 3rd place championship qualifier, Dean Rojas.
If you can't make the target weight, you at least want to be that next guy advancing to the championship. How does it feel today?
Oh, it feels awesome today, Marty. It was a grind. Yeah, it's just challenging. It's late in the year. The fish aren't really that active, and you usually pick one off here and here and here, and with the breaks in between, between the periods, you have to stop and reset, and then you go back, and everything's changed, So you have to keep rolling with it, and that's the beauty of the cup format.
Watched you in your elimination round in today. You have what I call a nice pace. Seems like you enjoy this fall fishing, but you keep it on high pretty good. I mean, you're covering a lot of water.
Really try to keep an open mind and letting the fish tell me what they want. Starting off with something that, I can cast real far, make a long cast, and kind of see where they're at. And the plopper was the deal on the first day because, and then the first bite I had, I went up to there to see where and how deep the fish were. And when I saw where it blew up, it was 3.5 feet, and I go, okay, now I need to keep my bait in 3.5, and I caught 3 or 4 more after that. So it keyed me in, and those are the little clues that you need to know when you've never been to a lake before, and you're trying to cover water. And I was losing shade because the sun was high. You know, we have clouds today, but we didn't have any clouds on Belton. So, and then after that, it was just a matter of just, you know, mixing things up with the jerkbait and so forth.
Dean Rojas survived a tough sudden death round. He's fishing with a lot of momentum, and I really like the pace and the style he's got. I wouldn't bet against this angling championship round.
Make sure you tune in next week for the championship round of the Academy Sports and Outdoors Heritage Cup, presented by Magellan Outdoors from Waco, Texas. Until then, thanks for watching General Tire's Major League Fishing.